Hello, I'm Dan from Benchmark Media Systems, and before we get started with today's video, please subscribe to this channel and click that like button. Today I'm going to walk you through the jumper settings for the XLR line outputs and the front panel headphone outputs of our DAC3 product line. Now the XLR output voltage on benchmark DACs are factory set at 12.28 volts RMS. These are for professional applications in recording studios and production houses. Most hi-fi preamplifiers, power amplifiers, and powered speakers have an input sensitivity of around 4 volts RMS. And driving those devices with 12.28 volts will cause distortion. If you have to turn the volume way down to achieve a comfortable listening level, then your system's gain is incorrectly configured. I want to make it clear that changing these XLR jumper settings are for use with non-benchmark devices. If you have an all-benchmark system, then you're all set, and you can keep your DAC3 in the default setting. Also, for those using headphones, the output voltage can be reconfigured for headphones that require higher or lower output drive relative to typical headphones. The headphone outputs also have a mute function, which can be engaged or disabled depending on your listening environment. Let's get started with the XLR line outputs. This setting can be done with all three of our DAC3 models. For today's demonstration, I'm going to be using an HGC. First, unplug the AC power, and you're going to remove 8 screws from the top cover. There are 4 on either side. I've already removed them for this demonstration. Now, like all electronics, the circuit board can be easily damaged by static electricity. If you have an ESD strap with a clip, you can clip it onto one of the non-painted portions on the side of the unit. If you don't have a strap, you can ground yourself to the chassis by holding on with one hand like this while making the changes with the other hand. Remember to never let go of the chassis until you're done moving the jumpers around on the circuit board. Now, looking at the circuit board, you'll find jumper pins near the XLR outputs at the back of the unit. And next to those pins, you'll see 0 dB, -10 dB, and -20 dB. The default setting is in 0 dB, which is what you see here. Most hi-fi products will most likely need to be put in the -10 dB setting, and occasionally you may need to set it to -20 dB. When you use the -10 dB setting, you're getting an output of 4 volts RMS. And moving all 4 jumpers to the center, we'll set it to -10. If you need -20, you can move it one more. And when you set it to -20 dB, you're getting an output of 1.23 volts RMS. If you're unsure of the input sensitivity of your device, you can consult your owner's manuals. In our experience, most of our customers use the -10 dB position for best performance. Now let's have a look at the headphone output settings. Looking towards the front of the unit, you'll see the jumpers located near the headphone jacks. The default setting is in the -10 position shown here. And this will work with most headphones. Some headphones may require more gain. If you need more gain, then you can place the jumpers in the 0 dB setting. Again, if you have to turn the volume way down to achieve a normal listening level, you can reduce the gain by moving the jumpers to the -20 position shown here. Now before we finish, I'd like to show you the headphone mute setting. This feature is only available on the DAC3 HGC. If you're in a listening environment and you want to mute the outputs, then insert the headphones into the left-hand jack. There may be situations where you need to keep all the outputs active. If that's the case, then use the right-hand jack. If you would like to defeat this mute feature altogether, you can insert 2 jumpers that were provided with your DAC3 HGC. When the headphone switch is in the default setting, there are no jumpers installed. In order to disable the mute function, simply install jumpers on JP1 and JP2. Place the top cover back on the unit. Make sure the oval holes are at the back of the unit, and then secure all 8 screws and you're all set. And that concludes this tutorial. If you have any more questions, please give us a call at 1-800-262-4675, or you can email us at sales@benchmarkmedia.com. Thanks for watching.